Good day everyone, I'm Sir RJ Leeson, your math tutor and guide on this exciting journey through the world of numbers. In this video, we will discuss all about solving radical equation. A radical equation is an equation in which the variable appears in the radicand. Example of radical equations are square root of x is equals to 10, square root of x plus 2 is equals to 3, square root of 2x minus 3 is equals to square root of x plus 5. In solving radical equation, we can use the fact that if two numbers are equal, then their square are equal. In symbols, if a is equals to b, then a squared equals to b squared. Example, if square root of 9 is equals to 3 are equal, then that means their square also are equal. So we have square root of 9 raised to 2 equals to 3 raised to 2. As a result, we've changed this one into exponential or rational exponent. So we have 9 raised to 1 half raised to 2 equals to 3 raised to 2. So we have 1 times 2 over 2 times 1. We have 2 over 9 raised to 2 over 2 is equals to 9. So 9 raised to 2 over 2, that is 9 raised to 1 or 9, that is equal to 9. 9 equals to 9. That means that's correct. Or the equation is, square root of 9 equals to 3. That means that is true. Example number 2, we have x. If square root of x plus 2 is equals to 3 are equal, then square root of x plus 2 raised to 2 equals to 3 raised to 2 are equal. So let's simplify this one. So we have here x plus 2 raised to 1 half. So we've changed this one into rational exponent. Raised to 2 is equals to 3 raised to 2. So we can simplify this one. So we have x plus 2 raised to 2 over 2 equals to 9. 3 squared is equals to 9. So that means we have x plus 2 is equals to 9. So simplify this one. So transpose 2 or use the subtraction property of equality. So when we subtract, so we need to isolate x here. So we need to subtract 2 in the left side, and then at the same time you need to subtract also minus 2 in the right side. So we have here x plus 2 minus 2 equals to 9 minus 2. So we have x is equals to 7. So steps in solving radical equation. So let's move on the steps on how to solve radical equation. Number 1, arrange the terms of the equation so that one term with radical is by itself on the one side of the equation. Number 2, square both sides of the radical equation. 3, combine the like terms. 4, if a radical still remains, repeat step 1 to 3. 5, solve for the variable. And number 6, check apparent solution in the original equation. So let's solve the following radical equation. So we have here cube root of 3x plus 4 equals to cube root of x minus 2. So we need to raise to 3 both sides so that we can eliminate the cube root here. So since we have here a cube root and a 3 exponent, we can eliminate now the cube root and the exponent. So we have now 3x plus 4, and at the same time in the right side also we have a cube root here and an exponent 3. We can eliminate that one. So we have here 3x plus 4 equals to x minus 2. Next, we need to combine like terms. So we just need to transpose x to the left side and positive 4 to the right side. So it will now become, so when you transpose a given variable or a given number, it will result into, when you transpose it, it will result the opposite sign of that. So we have here 3x minus x minus 2 minus 4. Or you can use the subtraction property of equality. Actually, the the correct term that we're going to use there is subtraction, addition or subtraction of property of equality. But then so that we can solve it easily, so we can use just transpose it. Okay, so we have 3x minus x, we have 2x, and then negative 2 minus 4, we have negative 6. Divide both sides by 2 so that we can isolate x. So we can simplify x. So we have 2x divide 2 equals to negative 6 divide 2. So we have x equals to negative 3. Now let's try to check if x is equals to negative 3 satisfies in this given radical equation. Or it can result to equal. Both sides are equal. So we have here cube root of 3x. So you just need to substitute it to the original equation. We have cube root of 3x plus 4 equals to cube root of x minus 2. So all you need to do is you just need to substitute the x, the negative 3 in both x's. So we have here cube root of 3 times negative 3 plus 4 equals to cube root of 3 minus 2. So simplify, we have cube root of 3 times negative 3, we have negative 9 plus 4. And then negative 3 minus 2, we have negative 5. So we have here cube root of negative 9 plus 4, we have cube root of negative 5 equals to cube root of negative 5. So both on the left side and the right side of the given equation now is correct. So that means x minus 3 is the only solution, or the only real solution in this given radical equation. So we have here example number 2. So we have square root of x plus 3 equals to square root of x plus 3. So square both sides. So we have square root of x plus 3 raised to 2 equals to square root of x plus 3 raised to 2. So we have here, we can eliminate in here the radical sign and the square sign here. So we have x plus 3. While in the other side, in the right side, since it is a binomial, we need to expand this one. So since we have the same terms, the first term and the second term, we can use the square of binomial, So that means we have here square root of x raised to 2 plus 2 times 3, the first term. The first term is square root of x and the second term is 3. So 2 times 3 times x, square root of x, plus the square of the second term, we have 9. So we have here now, so we can simplify this one. Square root of x raised to 2, we have x plus 2 times 3, we have 6 square root of x plus 9. So combine like terms here. So we have transpose x here. So we have x minus x now. And then transpose 9, since we have x minus x, we have 0. So that we can have a term in the left side. So 3 minus 9. Now we have negative 6 equals to 6 square root of 6. So divide both sides by 6 so that we can isolate the square root of x. So we have here negative 6 over 6 equals to 6 square root of 6 over 6. So we have negative 1 equals to square root of x. So to eliminate the radical sign here, we need to square both sides. So we have here negative 1 squared equals to square root of x raised to 2. So negative 1 squared, negative 1 times negative 1, we have positive 1. And square root of x raised to 2, so we can eliminate the square root, the index 2 and the exponent 2, we have 1 equals to x. To check, so all you need to do is to just substitute the x is equals to 1 to the original equation, which is square root of x plus 3 equals to square root of x plus 3. So we have now substitute the value of x. So we have square root of x plus 1 square root of x 1 plus 3 equals to square root of 1 plus 3. So we have here square root of 4 equals to square root of 1 plus 3. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 1 is 1. So we have 2 plus 1 plus 3. We have 2 is not equal to 4. That means in checking now here, their solution is, there is no solution for this radical equation since both of them are not equal. Example number 3, so we have x minus 6 equals the square root of x. So square both sides, so we have x minus 6 squared equals the square root of x raised to 2. So we need to expand x minus 6 times x minus 6. Square root of x raised to 2, we have x. So FOIL method, we have x squared and then x times negative 6, negative 6x, negative 6 times x, we have negative 6x. Negative 6x minus 6x, we have negative 12x or minus 12x. Then negative 6 times negative 6, we have positive 36. So transpose x, so we have x raised to 2 minus 12x minus x plus 36 is equals to 0. Now we have x squared minus 13x plus 36 is equals to 0. Now here, since we have a trinomial here, we need to find the factor for these terms. So we have here, when we factor a trinomial, so that means the middle term, the sum of the last terms, we will have the same answer for the middle term or the sum of that. And then if you multiply both last term, the product for that is the term, the last term of the trinomial. So we have x minus 9 times x minus 4. So we have here negative 9 plus negative 4, we have negative 13, and then negative 9 times negative 4, we have 36. So that means we have x is equals to 9 and x is equals to 4. So checking. If x is equals to 9, so we have x minus 6. So substitute this one to the original equation. So x minus 6 equals to square root of x. Substitute, we have 9 minus 6 is equals to square root of 9. 9 minus 6 is 3, and then square root of 9 is 3. So that means x is equals to 9 is a solution. 3 equals to 3. This is the real solution. So let's try if x is equals to 4. So we have here 4 minus 6 equals to square root of 4. So that means we have negative 2 is not equal to negative 2. That means this one is an extraneous root. There is only one real solution for this one. That is x is equals to 9. Important note, if the square of the both numbers are equal, the numbers may or may not be equal, such as negative 3 squared is equals to 3 squared. So we have negative 3 squared is positive 9 and then equal to positive 9. So that means they are equal. But in negative 3 and 3, that means they are not equal. It is therefore important to check any possible solutions for the radical equation, because in squaring both sides of the radical equation, it is possible to get an extraneous solution. Okay, last example. We have a problem here. Word problem. So we have a woman bikes 5 kilometers to the east going to school and then walks 9 kilometers northward going to the church. How far is she from the starting point, which is her house? So let's illustrate this one. So we have here the woman and then bikes 5 kilometers to the east going to school. This is the school. And then walks 9 kilometers northward going to church. So this is the church. Since the illustration forms a right triangle, therefore we can apply the Pythagorean theorem, which is c squared is equals to a squared plus b squared, or c is equals to square root of a squared plus b squared to solve this problem. So we have let a is equals to 9 kilometers and b is equals to 5 kilometers. So we will use Pythagorean theorem, c squared is equals to a squared plus b squared. So that means we have c is equals to square root of a squared plus b squared. So c is equals to square root of 9 kilometers squared plus 5 kilometers squared. So we have 9 squared is square root of 9, square root of 81 kilometers squared and 25 kilometers squared. So we have here c is equals to square root of 106 kilometers squared. So simplify this one. So we have square root of kilometers squared. We have c is equals to 106 kilometers. So let's check this one. We have c squared equals to a squared plus b squared. Substitute. So we have square root of 106 kilometers squared equals to 9 kilometers squared plus 5 kilometers squared. So since we have here square root of 106 squared, so we have 106 kilometers squared is equals to 81 kilometers squared plus 25 kilometers squared. So we have 106 kilometers squared is equals to 106 kilometers squared. So that means the square root of 106 kilometer is a solution. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you've learned something out of this lesson. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and share it with your friends. Thank you so much and God bless everyone. Goodbye.